All right, so this was the math from the other day. So I just wanted to go over what were the answers for this. So I had helped you with Jim pops 5 fewer balloons than Sadie. So I had put Jim here, and I had put 5 here because I heard that he popped 5 fewer. So whenever I see this word, fewer or more, I know that that's going to be the difference. I heard that Jim pops 9, and I know Jim's going to go here, and that 9 is going to be less than her. She's going to have more, because I can tell that from reading the story here. And then it says how many did she pop. So then we have that. So now we have basically a math mountain here. And when I have this shape on my math mountain, all I have to do is add 9 plus 5. So I can just go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I can find out that Sadie popped 14 balloons. For number 5, Nick hikes 12 miles in the forest, and Nick hikes more. So that tells me that Nick is going to have 12, and it's going to be the long line. Then I hear that Zaya is the other person in the story, or Zia, or however you say her name. So I put a Z here for her, and he hikes 4 more. And I see the word more next to that, 4 more. So I know that 4 is going to go in the circle, because that's what we call our difference, the more or the less, the differential. So then here it asks me how many does Zaya hike. And so this is what I don't know, how many she hiked. Now I have a total up here, and I have part of the total down here, and the rest of the total is missing. So I can either do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I can count back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can cut the cake here. So here's the 4, and here's the rest of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or I can also go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I can count those up, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can count up from 4 up to the 12 and see how many more I need. Or I can start with the 12 and I can take the 4 away or not count them to see how much the other piece is. And so we find out that the other piece is 8, and it's 8 miles, because they were talking about miles, how many hiked miles. Then this is just subtraction. So if you have 9 and you count backwards 1, or if I have 9 and I take 1 away, I'm going to have 8, because the next number back is 8. We already talked about this one. Here we have 8 minus 6. I'm just going to count up. I'm going to go 6, 7, 8, and I can see that 2 is my answer. I already know 5 minus 5 is 0. I have 9 minus 7. 9's the total, and I'm taking 7 away from it. I could draw 9 dots and then cross out 7 of them, or I could just go 7, 8, 9, and I could see 2. I need 2. 4 minus 2, if I think about this, I remember that 4 is made out of 2 and another 2. If I have 4 and I take away 2 of them, then I'm still going to have the other 2. 10 minus 6, this is going to be my friends of 6. So if I've got 10 on the top and I've got a 6 on the bottom like this, then I should know, because I should know my friends of 10, that it's going to be 4. 10 minus 6 is going to be 4. I can also go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and see that it's 4. Here I'm going to count backwards. I'm going to go 9, 8, 7, 6. Here I'm going to count forwards. I'm going to go 5, 6, 7. Notice these are all subtractions, so this is always my total. My total is always first when you're subtracting. 6 minus 1, that's just 1 backwards from 6. 8 minus 7, if I have 8 and I take away 7 of them, then I'm only going to have 1 left. Or I could go 7, 8, and I can find out my answer is 1. Here, I know that 9 is made out of 5 and 4, so I already have the 4 here. I know the 5 is missing. I can also go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I can see I have 5 dots there. If you have 7 and you take all of the 7 away, you're going to have 0. If you have 10 and you think about this as a math mountain, we know 10 is made out of 2 5s, so we know that the other 5 is missing. If you have 8 and you go backwards 1 or take 1 away from it, you know that you will have 7. So there's that sheet. And then I wanted to also show you this sheet today. Math and the park. Liam collects data at the park. Remember, data is just going to be information that I can get from this picture. He wants to know how many animals can fly and how many animals cannot fly. And then number 1 says sort the animals. And then it says record with circles and 5 groups. So they want me to draw circles in the shape of 5 groups for the animals that can fly and the animals that cannot fly. So I look at my picture and I'm going to do the animals that can fly first. I'm going to read my label here and I'm going to look for animals that can fly. So I see 1 there and 1 there and 1 there. Those animals can fly. These cannot fly. This can fly. This can fly. The rabbit cannot fly. This bird can fly. This bird can fly. This bird can fly. And this looks like a mouse. That's not a bird. So looks like I've got this many animals that can fly in my picture. Next it says animals that cannot fly. I'm going to use something different so I don't get mixed up, and I'm going to put a triangle around the ones that cannot fly. Okay, so this is a squirrel. He cannot fly. Here's another one. You have to have good eyes. He cannot fly either. The rabbit cannot fly. Oh, look, I missed one that can fly. I missed one. You have to be careful. Here's another one that cannot fly. And here's another one that cannot fly. Okay, so now I'm going to take this data. The circles are the ones that can fly. I'm going to use circles, and I'm going to use triangles for the ones that cannot fly. I know they said to use circles in 5 groups, but just so I don't get mixed up, you can use triangles here. But you're going to put them in a 5 group. I'm going to let you work on that, and then you're going to answer this question. How many animals can fly? Right here. How many animals cannot fly? You're going to look at your data here, and you're going to write down what you got or record. How many animals does Liam see in all? You're going to count all of the data, all of the animals. And how many more animals can fly than cannot fly? That's going to be the hardest question to answer. So I'm going to leave you to work on that today, and then I will make a video a little bit later on with the answers. All right, good luck.